Action.
Okay. Action. And scene. I'm Kirsten Kelly. I'm a professional celebrity hair and makeup artist in town. And I'm from Nashville. Lived in LA for a couple years and worked with an artist out there, but primarily Nashville based. I work in a lot of country music, and I've been doing this for about, over 10 years. Actually, we work together. Do we know how we worked together?
No
we still
idea.
don't know how we work together, but back when Jesse was tromping around doing the full-time music thing.
Yeah,
right? We think I did her makeup at some point, but it was years ago.
Yeah. Like 15 years ago.
And
very long
this is
time.
our first time seeing each other since then.
I
So
know.
it's really funny
That's
and
cool.
serendipitous.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm just here to kind of walk you through how to use these products. Skincare is absolutely skincare before makeup. Like if you start with a great palette, you're gonna have great skin. You're gonna have a great palette to work with to apply amazing beauty products. A side note about the oil. Oil actually tells your skin to stop making extra oil. So the thought that it's going to make you more oily is not true. It's actually going to help your body balance the amount of oil that your skin's making. So it's a really great product to have in your arsenal. So, and it's really great. I love using it as a primer underneath foundations or CC creams because it just gives that dewy, glowy, soft look. So it's a great thing to have. So we are going to start with our CC cream. Primer.
Primer. Do you want
Which I don't have that over here.
Yes.
So we'll just do a little bit of primer.
Pass this guys around for you
And
guys.
Jesse, you're going on tonight. So we're gonna
That's
start.
mine.
Okay, that's perfect.
I'm gonna do all of the skin first and then do eyes last because Jesse's going out tonight, so I'm gonna go a little bit heavier than like a normal daytime look on the eye, just really on the eyes.
Okay, so
Okay, so for this you can use your fingers or the little, I would recommend using your fingers over the sponges for
Okay.
this.
yeah.
Primer is great, like, especially on the T-zone, where you do tend to get more oily. Am I in the way of the, okay.
No, you're
Then
good.
You're great.
And then you can
So
kind
just
of,
an even coat all around your face.
even coat, I would do heaviest in the T-zone,
Okay.
and then you can kind of blend outward.
Okay.
But yeah, you definitely want to cover the whole face.
It does.
I know, it's silky.
Mm. You'll notice the areas around your nose and in the interior parts of your cheeks, like those, this is gonna really fill in those pores and fine lines.
Yeah.
Tori.
We all forgot about that.
I'm like, Tori, I won.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay, everybody primed?
Yes.
Okay. So now we'll move on to the CC cream. And CC creams are great because, did you guys say there is one with a SPF and one without? Okay, so that's a great option. But yeah, just daytime, and all day,
This is probably what
day look.
you're
Yeah, I typically wear the light color for anybody that's like.
Yeah. Would you use a sponge for this or your fingers?
You can use a sponge.
Okay.
I'm using like 2 different brushes just for the makeup tips. For people who are here for the makeup tips, this is gonna give a lighter coverage. I'm gonna use this first, and then I'm gonna go over with the more of the paddle
Reduce that
brush,
one.
and that's gonna be a little bit heavier coverage.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Let's see if we need to add a little medium to this.
Oh, here.
Thank you.
I did it so light on my face because I was so paranoid.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
that. I used the Arbonne self tanner last night, y'all.
On your face?
Yeah, I actually. It says like.
Scary.
I know, because I've used it on my body before. It's the first time I actually wanted to see how it would do, like on my face, because it does not. The instructions do not say to use it on your face, but I did it very lightly, and So I am not using a different foundation because it did not darken too crazy because I was very nervous about it. But it actually came out really great. I actually feel like I love the way that it just added a little bit of richness to my winter pale.
Yeah, you look glowy. It looks good. You don't look like you have like streaks on your face.
No.
I used a self tanner last night too. Can you tell?
Jokes. I feel like I should turn the camera around.
Anybody need more of the light? Yeah. Pass it back around.
That's new. Go for that.
This is like the product that I end up only using like in the car. Like with my
I'm
fingers.
still on the
I do,
CC
yeah.
cream. Is that
Like,
what we're
oh my
still
gosh.
on?
I never end up
I've
actually
got it
putting it
over
on
here.
the way that it's meant to be put on or anything, you know?
Well, at this point, I'm already done with my normal makeup.
Well, this is normally where I stop.
I love the CC cream because I feel like it gives a very like natural natural look also with like evening your skin tone
This is
without like getting
And
Yeah,
for me,
really too heavy.
being really blemish prone, it's better for me than the foundation. But however, if you want something that has a little bit more like heavier coverage, then the foundations are amazing. But just my skin responds better to the CC cream. But if you're like, I really like it being like on my face, you know, then after we're done with this, you guys can color match one of the foundations because we've got them here too.
So I went over and I did a really light coat all over, and then I went back in and just kind of did again the T-zone-ish area and a little bit, and just kind of did a little bit heavier over some color correcting spots where there was a little bit of redness. So you can add another layer on top of that initial layer. All right, everybody, CC'd?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do our concealer.
The lid isn't on this.
So I'm gonna pass around these little concealer brushes.
What color is yours?
Light.
Okay.
And that one's you're using as light, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Now if someone too wanted to use their finger with this, is that
Totally. I use
Yeah.
for my own makeup. I use my fingers.
Yeah, so if y'all needed to even put that on your finger to use.
Yep.
I'm like, cause I don't, like, I always, like, even though I put it on with the applicator, I always just,
This
like,
is
use my
mine.
Wind
finger.
up blending. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the dark, and this is not even the darkest.
Cool.
Okay.
And it's dark.
So we are going to, and the thing with concealer, look up for me, is you don't want to get right up next to the eye. You just kind of want to get the surrounding eye area and then blend upward. So we're going to, and then pull it a little bit down. Almost a bit of a triangle. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And even lighter one here too. And then do you blend with the brush?
I am going to put on someone else, but on myself, I would just use your.
Okay.
So your ring finger has the least amount of strength. So
Okay.
use that finger for that delicate eye area.
Okay, cool.
I wiped it off. It's the face wipe. Still gonna stay sanitary.
Yes. That's for their hands. And you put it underneath the eye, and then where else?
And then I did just this tiny little diamond area above the nose.
Okay.
Straight down, a couple
More.
spots straight down the nose. Basically straight down the face.
Straight down the face.
Mhm.
Okay,
It
got
kind of highlights to bring everything forward a bit. Yeah, that's okay.
Do you have any tips for if, like, sometimes I feel like I don't know if it's my technique or I put too much on because I'm really trying to cover up bags under my eyes,
Mhm.
but where it gets cakey looking here.
Yes.
Or if it's kind of feels dry there, do you have any tips for that?
So, a couple things. Do you use a moisturizer underneath your eye before applying your makeup?
That's probably the thing I forget to do.
I would do that, but make sure it's, absorbed in.
Okay.
But then also, a good trick for that is finding a concealer that's higher pigment but using less of it. So instead of caking more and more on, find a higher pigmented.
Okay, great. And I even use like the concealer to over like certain blemishes that I feel like I need a little bit
Mhm.
more coverage on.
Yeah, this has great coverage for, and it's a really great consistency.
Good. Yeah. Sometimes they're like really extra thick. And then also I find with some other mineral like foundation companies, it's so watery that it doesn't actually stay or cover anything. Where I'm like, I actually need it to do its job.
Concealer is meant to conceal.
Okay, how's everyone feel with concealer?
We have one more color that's lighter than that though for future reference too. I passed around the light, but for something I'm like maybe fair would actually be a little bit better.
Cause is it like what would you say, like, I don't know, I've heard this in the past and you like debunk it if it's not true, but sometimes you should go a little lighter with your concealer than your skin tone, or
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I would say it's probably safer to go a bit lighter than to match.
yeah.
And then the foundation you can blend into the foundation. Okay, let's do you have a highlighter out there?
I do.
We have
I
one over.
have a powder one.
Oh, the powder. Okay,
Yeah.
let's use the powder one, and then
And
I'll
I also have do you have one?
One of these guys?
One of those guys.
Yeah, I have
there's
that up
two
here.
options.
Have there-
Oh, we have that
Yeah,
here.
palette
Okay, cool.
and the
Would you
stick.
rather pass this around and I use the stick?
Yeah. Let's do
Or we have that too.
I have this too, so.
we
Yeah, I
have
have
multiple
one
of
too.
these guys.
Okay,
so-
then I'll use this.
Yeah, show us how to
And
do
that's
that.
like
Yeah.
this is a brand
Yeah,
new
these-
item as
these
of last month, and it's so pretty.
Yeah.
They released this one, the same one, like 2 years ago for Christmas, and it's like my favorite thing.
It's really pretty.
I don't know how to always use it though.
Yeah,
the
show
best
us. Show us.
Which is why this is still brand new.
Would you like this back here and
Put a lid on it.
This is legit.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Never
A
used it.
highlighter or.
Okay.
So is it the same colors on that one too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
same
exact
colors.
same.
It's just a different color palette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a different color case.
I go through mine once every.
So brushes. Do you guys have access to the right?
Here you go.
Okay. Find a smaller,
These are
firmer brush.
Arbonne. If you guys want to pass them around and feel the difference, those are $1 ones from the store, like Elf. But these are. I think our brush set is about $60, and it comes with 5.
It's 40.
Oh, it's 40
$40.
with 6 brushes.
Very cheap.
Right.
That is very
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
1, 2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
6,
5.
7. No, because the
I have
mineral,
extra in there.
the other one,
6.
Concealer brush is
the
the same.
concealer brush and the mineral powder
Powder
brush is
brush, right.
separate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good deal
Okay.
So we're
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
ready.
So with highlighter, don't over highlight. Don't over highlight. Under highlight and blend well,
Ooh,
and that's
okay.
gonna give you the most effective.
Which color are you using, the first one?
The
Is that
Stardust.
highlight? Okay, Stardust.
The Stardust.
That's this one.
You can walk us through how to use all
Yeah,
of them.
because when I tell you,
Do you have another one?
this
Do you
is
have
2 years
this
old,
one?
it's brand
You
new.
can just-
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So you want to aim.
Oh, yeah, pass it to
So we'll start with your cheekbone,
Okay.
and
I
I would
have been to it.
from about if your eye were in thirds. Let's start with the last third of your eye. That's where you want to start,
Okay.
and you can just kind of blend up and out for the first.
Okay. And up and out.
She's doing tap 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 for all you technical people.
Do you want some?
Sure.
Because really the goal of highlighter
Over,
is to catch light, not to be seen in any
Mm.
lighting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
Because that's always the question, like, should I should I see it more?
Yes.
Is it not,
Yes.
like, is
Yes.
this
You
enough?
don't want
Is
to
it
see
not
a
enough?
strobe of,
Yes.
you know.
Light,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just to highlight your bone structure. And then
Now where are you
also,
going?
also bringing it to kind of the same place we brought the concealer. We're just doing a little bit, one fine little.
Can I ask you a tip about that? So
Yeah.
if I have like a pretty deep line right here, do I want to put highlighter there or
You
avoid
actually
that?
do.
I do.
You
to
don't.
reflect the light.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll see it, like,
Instead
when
of
I'm
creating
outside.
more shadow, that will actually help get rid of that
I know,
shadow.
yeah.
Okay, I always wondered.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was worth the price of admission. I think I got my tip for the day.
It looks so much better.
Highlight
when you're
over
facing the
your
mirror. Yeah,
11s.
you're facing the window, yeah.
Because it deflects the light
Highlight
for all of us
11s.
over 30.
Good to know. Totally.
I'm almost there. I
Yeah.
turn 28 next month.
Oh,
Yes.
You're 28. You're 28.
You're getting
I know.
so big.
And so, no, just kidding.
I'm gonna put a little bit just on the inner corner of the eye.
Well, for people that are old souls, you kind of like
Yeah.
want to be older.
That'll help brighten the eye a bit.
I have way too much.
I like that we're like utilizing this for more than one reason.
Right, and what you do? You
So
put it
just
on
with your
eye.
ring finger?
Yeah, just putting a light little dusting on the eye will help brighten it.
Okay.
And you can even bring it up above the brow, on the brow bone. Okay.
I know, I was thinking,
Yeah, nice.
Oh, I like it. I saw it when you turn. It doesn't look like you have any on until you turn.
Right. And then, yeah.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
the-
Ooh, pretty.
I love it. I love it.
That is the purpose of highlighter.
Okay.
I know, I love learning.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
So I'm like, this is pretty, what do I do?
Yeah.
Okay. How are we gonna highlighter? Is everybody still working on it, or do we feel?
Yeah.
No, you're not good.
Oh, I think I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
It's just way
Practice.
too much in this one area, but I don't know if I can fix it.
Well, you know what? You're in a little bit of an uneven light area.
Okay.
You may.
Yeah.
Face the window.
Yeah, how do you,
Well,
if you get too much highlighter on, how
what
do you fix
do?
it?
'Cause
What's
you
our
can't
fix?
fix it.
I take like a tissue,
Just a
and
tissue.
blot, and then I'll take a little more like whatever's left on my foundation brush.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of
That's a good
do a
step.
little cover.
Okay.
I grab tissues real fast.
Cool.
Or you could use one of these little guys too.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you go. Anybody
Thank you.
who's overzealous with their
Are we ready to move on to a little contour?
Yes.
Okay.
yes. Show me your ways.
Again, less is more with the contour.
That's a good jingle.
Are we using the same brush?
Yeah, it's like definitely a commercial.
Less is more.
What is it?
Charmin Ultra.
Less is more.
When you say less is more, less is more. It's more absorbent than the regular ripple brand new for sure.
Sorry,
We'll need to
excited
edit that
about keeping
No, it's fine.
Actually, this is
Nonsense.
I
That's
love,
the
I
best
love
part.
to know all the words.
Right.
I love it.
I memorize these things. Okay, keep going.
My word.
For this, I'm
We're
actually
ready.
going to use the angled Arbonne.
Okay, beautiful.
It says
Angled
cheek,
brush.
but I like the angle for contour.
Okay, good.
And I'm going to use Twilight, not Meteor. I think.
Which one is
Can you
that?
show us? Okay. The sparkly one.
The sparkly one
This one.
or the
I think. I may start because it's more going to be more evening.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. If it were daytime, I wouldn't use a shimmer, but I think
Okay.
because we're going evening, I'm gonna use.
Yeah,
The
I have a
shimmer.
show later, so I told her she can.
But
she
if
can
you
go
choose-
all out.
If you want to use the meteor, the matte, you can. The same rules will apply.
Okay.
So
Choose your own adventure.
yes.
Yes.
So start.
Is it preference
Oh,
too?
yours
Just
too.
depending, but I guess it like if it's more daytime, it's gonna more light.
You probably don't want that much reflection during the day,
Yeah.
but it could be preference totally. Okay, I'm gonna start with just a light amount. unruly
It
hair.
doesn't want to stay above your ear.
Okay. And I usually start at the ear and work my way forward underneath that cheekbone that we've already highlighted. So, and this is going to be a little bit different for each face. The goal here is to shape. Yeah.
If you guys pinch your brushes so that they're like a little bit more angled even,
yeah.
you kind of get some angle,
Little
right?
angle, yep.
Okay.
That's a good tip.
And that way you can use just the one brush for a lot of things.
And just kind of blend.
Go out on a date night later.
He's not in town.
Well,
Will this last
with
until
yourself.
tomorrow morning?
A date night by yourself.
Is that when he comes home?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Just sleep like this.
I'll sleep.
When I met them the other week, I was like, I knew her husband. And I was like, how do I know you? And we were on a cruise together 4 years ago.
Oh, that is
Wow.
funny.
Because he was working for
Her
Crowder, right?
husband, actually, but Justin Carpenter.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
if you
sounds
see his face, you
familiar.
may. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the crew. He was in this band like years ago.
I may have gone a little heavy on that one.
The Becoming.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, where else are you putting it?
Like, you
So-
gotta face
so-
face the light.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of everybody.
That's okay.
Okay. You may have gone a little heavy.
Oh,
Get it, girl.
That's good.
it's hard with all the different
Because I'm
lightings.
So
No.
And
You went
this
to the
area.
Bahamas.
I know, I did.
And a lot of
There
that
we
can be
go.
fixed with blending too. So
Okay.
we'll get there too. After that initial cheekbone, I'm gonna take. We're gonna make a 3 or a cursive E, if whatever visual helps you better. We're gonna start up here and connect that to the cheekbone, and then the cheekbone down here. So like this,
And that was the same color?
and that So this is just gonna shape, give some shape to the forehead.
It's all that color.
And it's kind of
Same.
gonna
We're
blend
trying.
all
Let's
these.
see how it goes.
All these different colors happening.
Yes, we're gonna be blending it all. And under here, it helps shape that jawline.
The other center.
She was supposed to be right in the
Is
middle.
it where like near you or
No,
whatever
I think-
is going
yeah.
on?
The dog always wants to be right in the center.
So and when you get to under your chin, we're not putting it on the jawline. We're putting it just on the inside of the jawline to give that shape.
Maybe that's my problem.
And again, you don't need a ton of product for this. This is a little goes a long way when you're.
I feel like I'm the person who always puts too much, and then I have these like lines, and then I try to blend it and blend it and blend it and blend it. I probably should just
You can
start
always
light.
just start little, yeah. Start
Yeah.
with less and then work your way up. You don't have like a setting powder or any kind
We
of
do
face
a
powder, do you?
translucent powder.
Because that can be great to.
No, pass that.
This is another way to just blend.
Have that too.
I like that packaging.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's actually like brand new, right?
convenient.
Like pretty recent that they just changed that.
I'm just taking a little bit of powder just so we can blend everything together in case we have any lines.
Oh, how it's a dual top? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, so
Just kind of blend the whole
I can
face.
show you just the same too.
I like that tip.
You want to
I
pass
always-
that down?
I always love putting in powder over. Just anyway, just to like. I like a more dewy look, but sometimes if I feel like I don't use a powder, like then I it's just
Yeah.
Too far.
it's
too
too-
far dewy.
yeah,
Sure.
Too,
totally.
overly dewy.
and I feel like it helps again set my makeup like through the day. I feel like my makeup lasts longer.
I am kind of avoiding the cheekbones and that T zone just
Oh.
to keep that.
Well,
It's fine. That's okay. I should have said that up front.
Well, do you normally do this at the? Well, we're almost done with the face. Is
Yeah,
that
we
why? Okay.
And then we'll just do a little bit of blush.
probably, but I don't even use
Did you guys still need
it. You don't need some?
Is that
No,
Is this blossom?
Sorry.
That's
Oh, gosh. Here.
Dusty Rose.
Dusty Rose. We have a couple different
Blossom.
options.
Yeah,
My
there's
favorite.
Blossom.
That's actually what I use every day too. The blossom.
And then there's also a blush like in the palette.
This is blossom. That's probably the most
Is that the one
popular
you like?
one.
Yeah.
Blossom.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
like
I
it's
know.
kind of a mix of like
Yeah.
a pink coral kind of.
Yeah.
I feel like it's you can.
There's like a lot of different colors.
Yeah,
in it,
it's,
so it works
it looks
for a lot
good
of
on
different
almost every
people.
skin tone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Dusty Rose.
I used to go like for evening stuff. I used to go a little bit more like berry or merlot kind of like. But then I feel like I can build that and
Yeah.
it still look depending on the day or
Yeah.
Or actually, we can make that cap.
Yes.
We'll do it that way.
Everybody
Yeah.
good? Okay. Okay, blush. Let's do blush. Again, start with a little and you can always build more. I like, as a good trick, I like to start with a smile. And this is where you want to aim for. And then blend out. You don't want to go up the cheekbone. You don't usually want to go this direction, like too far up this direction. Yeah, you kind of just want it to live right here and then blend out. So,
I'm gonna let you do this then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely take mine too far normally.
it's easy to. It's really
taught,
easy
like, go
to.
here and go up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really meant to. I don't know if this is too crass. It's meant to replicate that, like, well, either if you've just worked out, that like, or like a gasm. It is. It's like it's meant to recreate that like that flush look, but
Yes.
but not too far. It's just like it kind of sticks around right in here. You know what you were gonna learn today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Smile.
Like, get it.
I like
So
that.
here's
So
one.
blushing right
Yeah,
now.
it's like you're blushing exactly.
What color are you
Here's-
using on Jess right now?
Blossom.
Blossom? I
Here's
wanna see
sunset too.
Here, you can see mine if you want. I have it right here.
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's my go-to everyday
This
color.
is Blossom that they're using on her.
Uh-oh. Is that a look?
Yeah, she does. She's got great bone structure.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I have to be careful because if not,
That's all I am too. I don't have like. So I feel like. Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of these tripods. You're selling me on the tripod.
I got one on Amazon that has you can start it with a clicker too. So you don't
Yeah.
have to press play on
It's
it.
gonna take my workout videos to the next level.
Yeah, seriously though.
Carry it
They're like,
under
let's
your
go
arm.
to the gym with a gym.
I brought my tripod at the gym, guys.
So when you knock it over 10 times and you're jumping
Right?
or something.
All the personal trainers are just rolling their eyes at me.
Yeah.
You can
Hey.
deal with it. Got it?
This is
And
good.
sometimes I like to just take whatever blush color I'm using. I like to just put a little bit on the eye. Just nothing crazy, but just
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pull it.
to kind of
Sorry.
pull it all together.
So for every day, if you're not using eyeshadow, that would be.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
Oh,
Instead of
interesting. So you
eyeshadow.
could kind of use
So
that
the
palette
highlighter
for, like,
and
it
the
all.
blush.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That palette is good for everything.
It's amazing.
So we have a palette.
I've had my palette too for like 2 years and I still haven't.
I know they
It
last
still hasn't run
forever.
out. Okay.
Okay.
Face the light.
I'm worried about
Yeah.
Does anybody else want it for Blossom? Does anybody else want
We
to
had a couple of them over here.
Okay. I didn't know if I took mine out of my bag either.
Did I get the eyebrow pencil, or is it a pencil or a?
Pencil,
Yeah.
and then there's also a brow cream that we can pass around.
Okay. There's like 3 different colors. I actually think, Tori, I put it in the center of that thing.
This thing.
Oh,
Oh yes.
So if I touch
There's
Right?
a medium and dark one for if you have darker hair, and then a light to medium one. Which one
Are you
do
medium?
use?
I actually don't have to use brow cream, so
Oh really?
Oh, you don't use the cream.
probably.
I don't know if we'll need the cream or not, but you can use
Okay.
it if you want.
I just I don't know, I have dark eyebrows, so
Here's
I've
a-
never done the
I know you have
before.
great eyebrows.
Yeah.
Do you get them waxed or?
I just like tried
naturally
to
this amazing?
tweeze them the other
If
day
everybody wants.
because I was like
grab one.
skin a little
Pass
rough
it
looking.
down.
I honestly would love to just like I just need to spend the money to go like just get them like reshaped or so, you know.
No,
just,
you
like,
don't. Like honestly,
They're
you
great
don't have anyone
eyebrows.
touch them.
Don't touch them.
No, because they're gonna overdo it and you don't need it.
Is this to brush them?
Or-
I feel like the eyebrows are the one thing that I always do.
So don't put on your.
Yeah, me too.
I have to
It
have
depends
that
on your
eyebrow.
skin tone too. You guys have a.
Yeah.
I feel like mine are just there. Hey.
No, they're perfect. So I'm just brushing the eyebrows up to give them a little shape. Does the cream have hold to it? Does it hold?
It does hold
Okay.
in place. Yep.
And with eyebrow, the trick is to you want them to look heaviest in the middle. You don't want to have it super heavy on either end.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good reminder.
Try that cream on.
I've never tried the same.
You
Um,
like
Tori,
barely
have I
anything
creamed
under
fingers?
so you're making my job real easy.
Yeah, probably.
Sometimes I always feel like I try to
Light to
fill this
medium.
in and then you
Yeah.
can see it.
Yeah,
And
it
that's
doesn't look
not a-
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I bothering?
Mm-hmm.
I like the brow cream for when like I don't have time to like really pay attention to it, and I just kind of like roll over it, kind of like a
Yeah.
mascara for my eyebrow. You know?
Yeah.
It almost makes like the hair that you do have a little thicker looking, so that just does just enough. If you need another one, we can pass it around if
Did that side, not that side.
one side was a little bit too. All the excess trash and stuff you can chuck in this guy.
How long does he sleep?
Oh, I sleep real well.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's the best sleeper.
Yeah, he'll sleep for a couple hours this afternoon
If you let him keep going.
Until there's 2, and then we have different sleeping schedules.
Yeah, he just went
Sometimes.
down at like 1:30 or so.
I just give my son just his iPad time
Yeah.
so that he's really quiet.
I'm just like, when I can get 3 hours on a Saturday, it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
You can get so much done in 3 hours.
I know. Like lay on the couch and relax because I don't have a kid to chase
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, absolutely.
Read.
Oh, that second baby, when you're pregnant with the second baby, you take every moment of.
I know.
Downtime.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm like, why am I so tired? I'm like, oh,
Oh,
because I
yeah.
don't ever have a chance to rest. I'm not sleeping very well. I just dream all the time. They're weird dreams too.
Pregnancy dreams
Pregnancy
are
dreams
weird.
are weird.
Pretty. It's pretty good.
Okay. Moving on to eyes.
I do have another light pencil if you wanted to use that one. There's a medium, but
How's everybody
I feel
feeling
like
about
the
their
brow
brows? Any questions?
Brows are looking good.
questions.
Go brows, guys. Bravo.
Bravo. I like what you did.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Any pun that I ever give is always on accident. 100%. Not intentional. Matt's like, that was a good one. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, that's so funny. I'm like, that's on purpose. 100%, yeah, I meant that.
I love to see the progression. This is really fun to see everybody like slowly like building their base.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is probably the darker one. This one that has a darker one, but
Do you want me to go with do the other one?
oh no, it's fine. Like
Okay.
this one's totally fine. I feel like I
Okay.
would probably use that one for show. So there's 2 different palettes out there actually. She grabbed we probably have 2 of the
Okay.
volume 1 and then 1 of the volume 2. She's gonna use volume 2 on me.
Water really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's let me grab it.
And
There's
it's
there's like plastic cups on the
Okay,
shelf
so
and
you
then
got 3 too, so.
Yeah.
Is there extra blossom blush floating around over there? I just want to make sure.
It may even be this one. Kelly too.
No,
Is that mine?
This one's mine because it's worn off.
Yeah, I'm like mine's in here, has a hole in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is the one I use all the time.
Blossom's really pretty.
But so with these palettes, like I actually end up using this one for a little like more like every day, just because I tend to wear more bronzy colors. But the one that she's gonna use on me, because I'm gonna have a just more probably she may do like a dark, a little bit more of like a nighttime look too. Like it again still has some daytime colors in it, but you can build around some of the darker colors.
And the way that I was told too was that
Yeah.
at least you can kind of affirm this, that you can either go up or down or across, like for,
It's kind of foolproof.
you know, like you have 1, 2, 3 times 4 is 12. So 12 looks. You don't have to do math to do Arbonne. yeah. But then that, like, and they're all meant to kind of go together for the little darker colors and stuff.
Okay. So I'll start with some of the lighter shades and then build up. If you want to go a little darker. Do you prefer like a darker shadow look eye or liner? Or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
And I know you have to get out of here at 3, so just heads up, 2:50.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple more shadow brushes over there.
brushes over there.
Sure. Yep.
I have brushes over here and
Are you using a lighter color right now?
I am. I'm using the quartz on this darker palette, volume 2 palette.
So would you just, is everybody just gonna do their own, pick a line and then we'll just go with it? You know, you can do that too.
So the base color is kind of a lighter color then?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And where all are you putting it?
I'm putting that all over because it will,
Like all the way up to the brow or just
no, below the brow bone,
okay.
but all over the whole
The
lid.
lid. Okay.
I would face the sun for sure for this.
I just pluck my eyebrows.
I know,
Pictures of
right?
yourself and you're like,
You know, you look at yourself and you're like, oh dang.
Yeah, it's that beautiful light. When I do eyebrows, I do it outside of my car. I do
exactly.
it.
That's the best place to do it because you can't see it so easy.
The light in the bathroom is so much different than the light out here.
I'm sure.
It looks
We're
good
doing
though.
our eyes.
I feel like this is the
so
ring
the
that
down
has like the
or
most
across
light from
at
both
your
sides.
It's a
even though
no, it's
sometimes
great
the
lighting.
sun here is a little better, but it's
Now what?
So now I'm hitting the center of the lid out with the next, with geode.
This one?
Okay.
So like the
What was
next.
that? The center of.
The lid out.
Center of the lid and then work your way out with a little bit of a darker color.
What do you do for the base one?
Light,
top
like
light
a
one.
light.
over your whole lid.
Just over, okay, over the whole lid.
Yeah, but not past your brow bone.
Okay.
Key with eyeshadow is blend, 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 and then blend some more.
Okay.
Especially when you're using multiple
The theme for the whole day.
hues. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's the key to any makeup.
That looks really good, Jess.
That looks beautiful.
Thank you, I did it myself.
Well, I mean, it just looks really good with your
It
skin
just looks
tone.
great with your colors.
Yeah.
Okay, so middle of our eye, moving out with a little bit of a darker color.
Okay.
Like this is the point when I'm doing my eyeshadow, they're like, oh my gosh, I messed up. I'm like, you know, like when you're starting to do it yourself and you're nervous, you put too much, but I guess like there's always
So when you go out and you get a brush, you want it to be like really. Hi, y'all. What do you look for that's in an eyebrow or eye brush?
Like an eye shadow brush?
Yeah. Because you're using the same brush for all of them, basically. Right?
No, I used the flatter brush
Flatter brush, which is what kind of we have.
is
First
great
one.
for when you're trying to do like a heavy application
Are
of
these
something.
the,
Okay.
so
So
that's
that's
what
what
the two that we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shady.
So this one would be closest to this, and this would
Okay,
be
that's
more of a blending brush.
Blending brush. Okay.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say
so these are the two Arbonne brushes too. It actually says all over eyes and then shading
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
on them.
that's exactly
Okay.
what I just yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Boom.
You want one
That's
to apply more pigment and one to blend the pigment.
Okay.
cool.
And now I'm taking a tad bit more. I'm not going to use this stone. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to continue to apply a little bit heavier on the outside of the geode to shadow that outer corner. And then I'm going to add a liner.
Okay.
These are really great pigments. Like, they're easy to blend, but they're not too light.
Everybody's got their focused sense. Absolute silence.
Does anybody notice how do you have like strange faces that you make when you put your makeup on?
Mm-hmm.
I make the weirdest faces. Notice when I do my mascara, I'm always like,
Uh-huh. Like you have to separate your face as much as possible.
No, I haven't.
No, you don't.
I don't.
Mm-mm. No,
Yeah,
it's
you look
good.
great, Sharon.
I think we're always our own like worst critic too. We're like, oh, everything is too much. Especially for those of us who don't wear a lot of makeup usually.
Yeah.
So it's
It
like
makes
easy.
you
We're like,
feel
I
like
have
you're
so much on.
yeah.
I'm gonna take this tiny little angle brush and just hit the very bottom with just a little bit. With that.
Of what color?
Of the geode, the same one that I put up top. So whatever color you put, I'm just pulling it underneath just a bit. Nothing dramatic.
It looks nice having that color on the bottom.
Just pulls it all together a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
you know,
We're all
concentrate.
very concentrated.
So concentrated.
I'm
Is
gonna
everybody
hit
having
a
fun?
little bit of
I'm
liner.
learning a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Are we ready to move on to liner?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, liquid liner can be intimidating if you're not used to it. It does take just a little bit of practice, and you can get really, really good at it. And it's actually gets really quick and really easy. So, this is your first time. Don't be intimidated. Just know that it might take a couple to try.
I have a.
Tori, I think
Liquid if you don't want to wipe it off.
Okay, cool.
If anyone wants to try it.
Tori, I think I have yours right here. She's using.
Cool. Yeah, if you just want to actually here, just and then I actually have brushes for these.
Oh,
For
perfect.
this pencil brushes over here.
makeup all falls into the abyss in my car, like the spot in between the seat and the console.
So what's the trick then with the liquid?
I like to start from the inside of the lid, and I just follow the lash line to the end of the eye, and then I like to pull the corner in. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Pull a corner
Open?
in. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Close. I don't know if it's necessarily the same. This might be a little thinner.
And another trick that I love is if you do you have a black shadow?
Mm-hmm.
If you use that angle
On
brush,
that same, the same palette right
Mhm.
here in the very corner. Onyx.
because sometimes you can just show every little. Is it this one? Yeah. You can take that angle brush. Powder just a little more forgiving.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's how I typically do liner.
Is with
Black
powder,
eyeshadow,
just
yeah.
powder.
Yeah.
You
I
can
have
also
like the
wet your
regular
brush too.
eyeliner too that isn't like, it's not liquid. If you guys like the not liquid one better, you can
Like a pencil.
like a pencil.
Yeah, it's like a cream pencil. I mean, are all pencils cream? Kind of.
No.
No.
No, some are not very.
Like a legit pencil. Yeah, that's
It's
pretty.
really good.
So pretty.
I don't know about you guys, but I can always do one eye very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, I'm always like,
Yeah.
just the angle, I always,
Yeah.
I can't get the wing quite right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that pencil after you, Tori.
Okay.
There's not much of a wing, but it's at least along the lash
Working
line.
on it.
The lip line. Do you want this one since that one's all jacked
I
on
never
me?
use liner.
No, it's okay.
And my toddler isn't very impressed with eyeliner.
My eye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Whatever, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're kind of lopsided though. It's fine.
It's hard.
It's hard. It just takes a lot of practice.
Sometimes I just don't even flick it out.
I just keep it right there, yeah, because then
Smudge it.
that's where I get all.
Then if your eyes water
discombobulated.
and you wipe them, it's just.
Yeah. That's how you make your eyes. Your little cat eye, you just cry.
Yeah.
Some days. Some days.
Yeah.
Some days I just cry. Looking good over there.
My little stray.
Cover that up.
You've got a great bone structure too for
Oh.
makeup.
Yeah. All my eyeshadow just
For all of
disappears
things.
once I open my eye.
That's the
Oh,
first thing
you're
right
really
there.
good at wearing oh, it's here, then I'll
Oh my gosh.
What would you
She
recommend
didn't
for
use
someone
the
who
primer
like
on the
April
eyes
feels
that
like
we
she
do.
loses her eyeshadow because the way her
Oh,
like,
yeah.
so I can do it, and then when I open my eye, because I have such a prominent bone.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
where-
yeah.
How far do I go up?
I pull the shadow up a little bit higher.
Yours
Mhm.
show
Yeah.
that there's like
That, makes me
with
nervous.
the primer.
I know.
Yeah.
The blending it a lot will keep it from looking too harsh. But if you do bring it up a little bit higher,
Yeah.
that can help with that.
And you guys, for the color on your eyelids, when you use the makeup primer for your eyelids, the colors are a lot brighter.
Oh yeah,
And we have an eye makeup primer.
An eye makeup primer.
Sorry, I
is-
forgot. I
That's
missed
okay. I just didn't need to think about it until I just saw it sitting in front of me.
Do you want to do your own mascara? Or
I'm
do you
gonna
do it?
pass this
No, I
around
don't-
with
Do you have any mascara
brushes.
tips?
Mascara tips. Like what kind
Use
of
the
like
mascara.
how to apply mascara?
Yeah, like what the best way to do it is to get the most bang for your buck.
Tori, got that one.
I always like to do. I like to do a smooth application first, like to separate everything and get everything covered,
Okay.
and then kind of do a rough. Let that dry a little bit, and then do a second coat to kind of not clump. I don't like clumpy, but it
Get-
does.
Get more on there.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So look right here.
If you need to, you can pass that mascara back around and get like a second.
Yeah, I like mine. I feel like I do it first coat, let it dry, and then when I go back again, it looks even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this mascara changed my life.
Yeah, it's a great one. And it doesn't make my eyes water or itchy throughout the day.
And it doesn't flake.
But it does come off if you cry, 100%. Don't wear it to church. I wore it when I was dedicating Micaiah, and I totally cried. And in front of the whole church, I remember like my mascara was totally coming off, and as I was walking off the stage, Henry looked at me like this, like like he had this moment of like, you have stuff all over your face. So, but other than crying, or like somebody splashing your, because it's a mineral based makeup, so there's no artificial fillers that keep it waterproof. It doesn't come off during the day for like even sweating and stuff. It stays on for me.
And it has coconut fibers in it to help your lashes grow.
You put on the mascara and all of a sudden you look normal.
Yeah, it completes it.
I actually do love that our that RE9 face wash. I know y'all didn't get to wash your face, but it will take off your full face of makeup,
Oh,
including your mascara. Like, you know, one thing that I always used to complain about is I'm like, I washed my face last night. Why do I have raccoon eyes in the morning from all the extra makeup that wouldn't come off? And I don't know. I just love I love it.
Yeah.
Although when I wash my face, it actually cleans my face.
Cute.
What's up with it?
Good job, you guys.
Everybody looks so beautiful.
I know, we're all so pretty now. You're pretty before.
You're really good at wearing makeup.
You're really good at wearing makeup.
Now we're all
Shut
ready for
up.
the nights out on the town.
I'm gonna pass these around. You guys can decide which color that you like the best. One of them is a stain, and then the other side is a gloss. And you can, whoa, I didn't realize those were connected. Take these guys and use them for your colors if you want. So a lot of different options here. And then, or if you want to do an actual lipstick, I have the lipsticks that are over here as well that you can use as color instead, whichever
Okay,
one
what were we
floats your boat better.
My favorite one of those is Redwood.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
What lipstick do you want?
Maybe too purple. I don't have any over here. Sorry.
You can put whatever one on because I'll change it probably based on whatever dress I'm gonna wear later.
Yeah.
What? This is.
But
I don't know which one that is.
I have some too. Here, let's go with Lotus. That's a good daytime color, and okay, this is a lip.
She said these are all stained.
One side is the stain, the other side is the
What else?
Oh,
I'm just making sure. I'm just setting up a brush so you don't.
Are you doing
And you can leave
both?
all that stuff
The
there.
stain and then the gloss?
Because one is like matte, the stain
Yeah.
is like a matte, and the other is like the glossy.
So, but we do the same and then with the gloss on top of it?
Okay. You guys can give Kristen a big round of applause
Yeah.
for being
Yay.
here.
That was fun.
Now I'm not scared of the
So much fun.
highlighter.
Thank you. I know.
Contouring. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That one's probably one of my favorites for the lighter skin tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so kind
I
of
don't know.
neutral.
All of my names came off, so.
She's using the lotus color on
Did you
you.
get them from me?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
the
so
lotus
pretty.
is probably one of my favorites. Let's find it in here.
Oh wow.
Because you could build it too.
I've never been a
Lotus.
lipstick person, but
This
I
is the-
love our
That looks so
lipsticks.
pretty.
This is the pretty lotus
Tori,
color
that's
that she,
so
if you want to
pretty.
use it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I want to try one of the stains.
Yeah, stain and then gloss.
Oh, yeah, that
Just give it
looks
like
really
a couple
good.
seconds in between each one. Oh yeah, that lotus color is like my,
Mm-hmm.
that's so pretty on you.
Okay, what lip tips do you have?
Lip tips. So
Maybe I will use.
if you don't have a lip, well, even if you do have a lip liner,
Yeah, there are lip liners over here.
if you press your finger right above here, you can really get
Ooh.
a good
Ah.
upper
Wow.
lip shape
Interesting.
to get a
Because
little
it's
more
just
real
flattened out.
Just gets a little more real estate
Mhm.
for you
Real
to.
estate, I love
Yeah.
it.
Ooh. That's a great tip. I
Uh,
like that.
liner. I love putting liner all over
Looks good.
the lip to hold on the lipstick.
Oh,
Mm.
I have some right here.
Yeah.
It will
And put
really
them all directly in front of
hold it on a lot
I
longer.
just- I don't know why I didn't realize it.
It's cool. What else? Exfoliate your lips like you would your
Which
face.
one's the
Mm.
stain? Is this one the
But
stain?
yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Looking beautiful.
Yeah, I love the sometimes because like depending on if I want like a darker beard, my berry's kind of like it's kind of a good beard like my go-to like every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
If I
berry
wanna-
goes well with lotus too. The color for the liner.
Oh yeah.
I rarely wear a liner though, unless I'm like really going out. That stain and the gloss though is what I'll use on a day-to-day basis, whether it's like, you know, just out and about or
Yeah.
going to church or whatever. And the color stays really well.
The redwood, like I know you said is your favorite color. I love it. It's a great fall color. And, like it helped this fall into like the holiday season. I felt like it was a nice like muted red.
Yeah, yeah.
One
Ooh.
Va boom.
You took her pregnancy glow to the next level.
Right.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Ta-da!
So yeah, that's
All right.
Beautiful. So what color lip liner would you pair over this? There's just grab a couple in the middle. I just am curious because I want to buy it. Posy. Okay, cool. Cool.
And but even if you wanted to do the peach, that could be just a great neutral. It's more neutral, like closest to your lip color.
Yeah.
For like an
I would wear that like as a liner and then fill it in a little and put some like lip balm over it, and that could be a lip color in itself. So
Okay.
Cool.
yeah. I'm sorry I have to
Yeah,
rush
you're
out,
going.
guys.
Yeah.